Life's true education happened to Hay during a recent road trip. One of the most memorable and educational places was Gettysburg Military National Park, where she learned about the American Civil War. After listening to Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, she researched historical speeches and will share with us what makes some of them memorable and impactful to people many decades later. Her speech title is Three Elements. Please help me welcome Hay.
If I ask you, what is the most famous speech in American history, what comes to your mind? Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, 1968. I have a dream. One day, my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not judge by the color of their skin, but content of their character. I have a dream today. Or John F. Kennedy's inaugural speech, 1961. My fellow Americans, ask not what our country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Or November 19, 1863, Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. I decided research what makes these great speeches. My findings: a great oratory contains 3 elements. First, speech style. Second, speech substance. Third, speech impact. When I look back, my icebreaker decades ago, to see if it contained these elements. All right. I was petrified with the fear, anxiety, and sweaty palms. Recently, I returned from Gettysburg, listening to Lincoln's address. My impression on his speech was memorable, even chilling. Let's examine Lincoln's Gettysburg Address together. 157 years ago, Lincoln delivered unarguably the greatest speech in American history. Lincoln was self-educated and did not attend single Toastmasters meeting. How he drafted this brilliant speech, which was only 273 words, and speech was less than 3 minutes. How did he do it? I found out every time he had an idea speech, he would scribble on a piece of paper and put it on his signature head. And when he ready to craft a speech, he would put the pieces together, write, rewrite, and rewrite. There are 5 known copies of Lincoln's handwriting for the Gettysburg Address. Let's examine these 3 elements. The first element, speech style. He used frozen communicative style, which I even didn't know it was existed until I did the research. The frozen style is a form of a code which discourages others from participating. It is the most formal communicative style used in respectable ceremonies such as pledges, anthems, wedding ceremonies. Let's look at second element, speech substance. He used the opening statement to grab audience attention. Listen to his opening. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. The message's death consists of a spoken and written language. It gives me goosebumps. The third element, speech impact. The audience he was addressing were the families of soldiers, sons, fathers, brothers who died from fighting civil war. Listen to his closing remark. We are highly resolved that deeds that shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. My fellow Toastmasters, when you're ready to draft next speech, and when you are in desperate, pull out $5 bill and ask Lincoln, what would he do if he were in your shoes? You know what he would do. Madam Toastmaster.